Central Division title. I mean, since the realignment in 2004, the Bulls have never finished in the bottom of this division, and more often than not, they're in one of the top 2 spots.
And the basket by Jones.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Now here's Jennings. 19 points in the game. Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. Puts the lead pass in front of him. The 3 from Billups. And that one's good. Phillips has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
And it's Rose penetrating. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
You know, last year, guys, I think it was in mid-February, Rose said that he wouldn't mind taking the whole year off. Usually you never hear stuff like that come out of a star's mouth, but his reasoning sounded sound. You have to listen to your body and take it from there. And everybody's a little different in how they respond, not only to an injury, but how they get ready to return and come back to the court.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Outside Butler. Outside Jones. Good on the shot. Jones has got 37. Well, you go back to Rose and his recovery from that tough ACL tear. There was a fair amount of pressure on him to return in the playoffs, especially with other Bulls players themselves battling through injury.
In fact, I was vocal about it, Kevin. I said that I thought he should come back, that he owed it to his teammates. But, you know, in the end, he had to feel right. He had to feel confident. And if that was not the case, then he made the right decision holding off to play this year.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Chicago. Solid start to the season so far, sitting in 6th place. And checking out Detroit, down 4 spots from them.
You know, for the Pistons, the thing with them is they haven't really established an identity for themselves as a team. They never have seemed to come up with a plan and stick to it for very long. They've been all over the place in terms of their identity.
And I put that on the coaching staff more than anyone else, Clark. A coherent strategy has to be in place, or it's impossible to climb up the standings.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Chauncey Billups is back with the Detroit Pistons, the team he helped lead to a title back in 2004. Billups, one of the most respected veterans in the league, fresh off winning the inaugural Twyman Stokes Teammate of the Year award. He can be a great influence on this up-and-coming young team. And guys, he still expects to make an impact with his play as well.
The points here come.
He's tending for 2 seasons. He says he's back healthy again.
A steady vet. Thank you, Doris.
Well, I'll tell you what, with his size and shooting ability, Billups is the type of guard who can remain effective even late into his career.
Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Detroit. Bynum dishes to Smith. He's working on Boozer. With the fadeaway. It's hauled in by Noah. Noah's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
You know, they built their lead here by doing all the little things well.
And one of those things has been rebounding, Clark, because they have really come out and taken control of the boards.
Pistons trail by 8. The pass to Siva. Outside Jennings. He passes it to Siva. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Of course, they have to stay hot, but if they do, I think you're right, Clark, particularly if they can convert defense into offense. You gotta love the low post offense. That was beautiful.
Detroit's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Smith outside. Dishes it to Jennings. Back to Smith. It's up a 3. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got his 7th assist in the game. Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for the Bulls. We've got 1:18 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Butler kicks to Augustine. Back to Butler. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. He dishes it to Dunley. Just 5 to shoot. Off target with his 3.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
Butler attacking. He kicks to Jones. That drops.
There we go, 40 points.
Jones has got 41.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
The feed now to Smith. Defended by Dunleavy. Smith kicks to Jennings. Back to Smith. Outside Jennings. But they'll get another chance. And the shot is good.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out, that's the result you get right there.
Knocks it loose. And Augustine kicks to Boozer. He feeds it to Augustine. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Second chance shot. No
Oh, come on.
attempt there. And we've reached the end of the third. Bulls out front, up 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure.
Come to where the action is. See your Bulls up close and personal. Always great to see the captain doing what he does best. Make sure to be there. Remember, you are the home court advantage.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Monroe and Drummond there inside. Then it's Smith. Then there's Jennings. And it's Siva in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
Jennings. Smith outside. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the 3-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Outside, Jones. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And what a tremendous game for Jones. He's got 41 points, and he hasn't wasted his chances from the charity stripe. A lot of points there.
Yeah, a lot of points, and those are freebies. Those are easy points. And the other thing that does, Clark, it allows you to get your defense set up at the other end.
And the Pistons making a change here. Phillips is checked in, and they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Well, he gave the officials no choice there. Easy call. Went right over the top.
Yeah, he's got to go straight up when he's under the boards in that kind of traffic. Can't chest first into the man in front of you. That's a foul.
Rose kicks to Dunleavy. He brings it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Bulls lead by 11. And, well, Detroit shooting 47%, pretty solid. Jones against Jennings. And there's the foul to go on the count. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That foul gives him 4, so he's just 2 away from being Dairy Queen.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. It's stolen by Dunleavy.
Well, in the first half, he was flawless when it came to handling the ball, but that has not been the case here since halftime. I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in the second.
The Bulls leading by 9. To the paint. Here's Jones. Yes, and it's Rose with
Too
the assist
tired
that
to-
time. Rose has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Jennings against Jones. It's Jennings with the drive. Smith. Feeds it to Billups. 5 on the clock. From deep 3-point range, some solid defense from Rose.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
Billups kicks to Smith. Working on Boozer. Drummond. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Well, Andre Drummond, a nice pick out of UConn in the 2012 draft. He's starting to look like a steal for the Pistons now. Big men with his size and mobility just don't come along very often.
And back to Drummond, you talk about his size. A lot of young players need to bulk up. You might argue that he should try not to get any bigger. What do you think?
Well, he's 6'11", 280. I mean, he's not getting overpowered by anybody. So for him, I think staying light makes sense. He's only 20 years of age, so trying to stay as agile and light as possible is probably the way to go.
Save some wear and tear on his body.
Yeah.
Back to Billups. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
You know what? I'll take it. Oh my God.
In just the second half. And here's what the Detroit Pistons schedule looks like. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that'll be the third of the four straight at home.
I know I'll be looking out for the final score in that Heat game. It should be a close one.
Pistons trail by 8. Smith the pass to Jennings. Inside. And Drummond kicks to Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Smith's got 20 points.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Rose dishes to Jones. Shoots. Here's Boozer. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
That's good from Boozer.
You know, to me, one reason why Carlos Boozer is such a valuable scorer is that he can hurt you in a multitude of ways inside. He can hit the rainbow jumper of his, and when he's back to the basket, can go over both shoulders very well.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin, head coach of the Pistons had some words for his team over the break. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Looking at the game Greg Monroe has been having, he's got 8 points and a steal.
And for Boozer, you remember the story. Growing up in Alaska, his dad tied his right hand to his waist, so he'd have to develop his left, and that was something that he worked on even more when he went to Duke.
Well, yeah, his left hand is fantastic. I mean, that's his preferred hand when he's finishing around the rim. Right-handed jump shooter, but anything around the basket is usually his left. So he probably owes his dad a debt of gratitude for tying him up all the time.
That's one way to put it. Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. Pass to Smith. It's back to Jennings.
Really, guys?
Jennings has got 14 points here in the second half.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Rose with the ball. Billups picks him up defensively. Boozer kicks to Rose. Jones with the screen on Billups. To the middle. Up off the screen. And it's Jones, that time on the assist by Rose. Rose has got assist number 8 now on the night. Rose against Jennings. And the foul on Derrick Rose.
Rose.
That's foul number 2 for him. Smith the pass to Monroe. Back to Smith. Kicks it to Jennings. 6 to shoot. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. That's good. Jennings has got 4 this quarter.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
Jones drives in. Rebound, Detroit. Monroe's got his 5th rebound in this one. The 3 from Billups. Rebound by the Bulls. Noah's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. They can look forward to the Quicken Loans Arena after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That team is a little road weary right now. That is the 6th consecutive game away from home.
Yeah, you know the fans out in Cleveland really hoping for a win for their Cavaliers. It's a big game for them.
Jennings off of it. Jennings